Hello everybody, I'm Ranvin Nissan and today I want to share my top favorite historical fiction books which are centered around a war that took place in real life. So without any further delay, let's move into the books. My first book, my top favorite book of all time in this genre, that is war books and war stories, is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. I read this book recently, earlier this year in August or September, and it was amazing. I made a video solely for this book, and I'm going to link it somewhere here. Please watch it. This is a book worth your time. Salt to the Sea is a book, is a story which takes place during 1945, that is the World War II, and the main theme of this story is the sinking of Wilhelm Gustloff. If you didn't know, Wilhelm Gustloff is the greatest maritime disaster in our history, in human history. When Wilhelm Gustloff, a ship containing refugees from Lithuania and Latvia and Poland, it sunk and killed about 9,300 people, and it's very tragic. This book portrays the tragedy of that incident so well. It is a must read for every history lover. So Salt of the Sea revolves around 4 characters during 1945, and all these 4 characters are from different countries running away from war, and they board the Wilhelm Gustloff and it sinks. And this story is so touching and beautifully written with such distinct characters and diverse plot lines, and I cannot express enough how amazing this book is. Please read it. If you are a history fan, even if you're not a history fan, this story is the one which deserves to be read. If you choose to read any book, at least any book from this video, it has to be Salt to the Sea. And the second book I'm going to talk about is by the same author, Ruta Sepetys, that is Between the Shades of Grey. Between the Shades of Grey is the author's first book. The incidents in Between the Shades of Grey take place before the incidents of Salt to the Sea, but you don't have to read you don't have to read one to understand the other one. Between the Shades of Grey is about a young Lithuanian girl, and she is 15 years old when the Soviet soldiers knock on her door and ship her off to Siberia, her and her family. There is a common character in both the stories, but you don't have to read one to understand the other one. In Between the Shades of Grey, we see the cruelties of the Soviet soldiers and how badly they treated war criminals. When we talk about World War II, most of our focus goes on Hitler and Nazi, but not much focus is drawn on the crimes of Soviet soldiers and Stalin. So this story revolves around Siberia and the concentration camp in Siberia and how horribly people are treated there. This is also a must read for every history lover and every war enthusiast. Like, it is so tragic to see like such things happened in our past, and human beings are capable of doing such things to each other. But it is very well written story, and I implore you all to read at least this or Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. She is a phenomenal writer, and she has this magical way of plotting a story. Yeah, so those are the first top 2 books. And the third book, I don't think this is the third favorite. This is like a competition for the second and third. It's a tie between this and Between the Shades of Grey, and that is Lovely War. I read this book in 2019. I listened to the audiobook version of it on Audible, and I fell in love right from the first chapter. So Lovely War is also related to World War II, if I remember correctly. 2 and 1 actually. So Lovely War is a story told by the goddess Aphrodite, who is the goddess of love and beauty. So all the other gods underestimate her power, like I'm the god of war, Ares has that, Apollo has this. Every god is like boasting about their powers, like, and everyone is underestimating Aphrodite. What's the power of love in this world? Everything is covered in hatred and war especially during those times. So this is the story told by Aphrodite. She tells the story of one of her greatest masterpieces, her greatest love stories of all time, which take place during a war, and it is incredibly romantic, and romantic in the sense the love story is so novel and beautiful. It is so beautifully written with vivid details. I could see the people in front of my eyes. I could listen to the music which was playing in the scene. It is such a beautiful, beautiful book, and everybody needs to read it. Lovely War. And on the fourth place is The Librarian of Auschwitz. So, as the name indicates, the story is about a librarian who lived in Auschwitz. Not lived in, she was shipped off to Auschwitz because she was a Jew. This is actually a true story. It's a little bit of fiction, but it is based on a true story. There was actually a girl who was in charge of 8 books in the Auschwitz concentration camp, and she was the unofficial librarian there. There's a autobiography of this lady out there somewhere, but I decided to pick this book up because it was really well acclaimed and popular, and many people seem to love it. So if you didn't know, Auschwitz is a concentration camp in which all the Jews were put to work to death or just die there. And the most horrible thing, most illegal thing a Jew could do in those days was to read a book, any book at all, or just read. It was very, very, very highly forbidden. And in these conditions, in the camp of Auschwitz, there are a few brave, brazen people who still managed to smuggle a few torn and tattered books into the camp, and they gave all these books to a young 12-year girl, I think, and she became the unofficial protector of those books, because no matter what, even if her life is in danger, her job is to protect these books, because books are legacy, books are forever. Stories and books are what are going to be left in this world after the humans are gone. So she shows such undying commitment and love towards those books, and she risks her life for them. It is such a tragic story. Once again, it shows you the cruelties of human beings, how horrible a human being can be towards another human being, and how much hope and faith you can find in humans. Like, it's a conflicting thing. Like, humans are capable of such horrible things and also such noble and great things at the same time. So this is a story which you cannot miss if you are a book lover and if you like war related stories. And the final book, which is a recent read, is The Beekeeper of Aleppo. Once again, as the name indicates, The Beekeeper of Aleppo is the story of a beekeeper called Nouri who used to live in the city of Aleppo. Aleppo is a major city, it's still a major city of Syria, but it was completely destroyed in the Syrian war. So the previous books which I mentioned are all related to World War I or II, but this book is related to the Syrian civil war, and it is such a tragic war, pointlessly tragic war, and so many people and property and lives were destroyed in this war, and it is still happening. So this story is about a beekeeper called Nouri and his wife Afra. These people used to live in Aleppo. If you did not know, Aleppo was destroyed completely in the year 2016. So these people had to flee Aleppo, just smuggle out of Aleppo through the fences, cross the river, go to Istanbul, and from there go to Greece and somehow make their way to UK to find a refuge. This is their story from Aleppo to UK, from war to peace, and it is incredibly touching. If you listen to Nouri talk about his bees, you're going to fall in love with bees. That is how beautifully he writes. He talks about bees. Like, the author is so talented to make you love something which you did not know you could love, like bees and gardens and honey and mountains and rivers. it is all destroyed now because of a silly war. I mean, it feels wrong to call a war silly, but this war is so pointless, and so many nations are included in it, and they are destroying lives of billions of people because of this war. And you have to read this is really going to open your eyes about the conditions in Syria, how people are living there, and how mean and horrible people are there. Like, how low can a human being fall, you can see in this book. But you get to see how strong hope can be, and how powerful hope can be, that it can get you from a war-stricken, sad place like Aleppo to UK, to safety, to the comfort of your family. Please do not miss this book. It is a must read. And these are my top favorite books. Like, when I think about historical fiction, these are the books that come to mind. But there are incredibly good stories out there related to war, like The Book Thief, which is somewhere over there, and it is awesome. And then there is The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. This is a book related to the Spanish Civil War. Any book by Ruta Sepetys is amazing. I'm not going to repeat that again and again. This is a book worthy of checking out as well, Fountains of Silence. And then there is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It is a simple book, good for beginners. And then we have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. It is so famous and so incredibly loved. And then there is All the Light We Cannot See. So there are so many great stories about war and tragedy, but hope and love. And I hope you found a book which is going to be your next read in this video, and I hope that you loved it as much as I did. And please let me know what your favorite war related book is in the comments down below, so I can read them too. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye.